Good afternoon, everyone. I am Kanaya Biyani. I've got a CAT percentile of 98.69 and I hold a corporate experience of 3.7 years from IT industry. Being passionate about teaching, I have joined Anil Nayak classes as a faculty for Quant and DL. Today, I am here to tell you something about the special news which was released yesterday. Yes, you heard it right. The special news which was released yesterday is the notification for SBI PO. Now today, and I'm going to take you the journey about what is the SBI PO, what are the roles and responsibility, and everything about SBI PO. So to tell you, SBI PO is a national level exam conducted by State Bank of India for the recruitment of probationary officer in various branches across our country. Now, once you clear this exam, what is the role you get? After clearing this exam, you will be put on a probation period for 2 years. And during this probation period, you will be trained in different departments of bank. That is, you will be given hand to hold accounts. You'll be given hand to take care of loans. You'll be given responsibility to as a relationship manager. You'll be trained in each and every field. And after the 2 years of probation period, and based on the performance in your training, you will be assigned either as assistant manager or as field officer. Now, what is this field officer? Field officer is someone who takes care of bank loans and all. Whereas assistant manager will take care of different department as an assistant manager. After some years of experience in either this or this role, you will be given the role as a manager. And from then on, again with few years of experience, you become accountant head. And from there on, again with few years of experience, you will be made as head of revenue department. And from then on, again with looking at your experience and your expertise, you will be posted as vice president, then president, and then you move on to become managing director of SBI. Now, moving on to this exam notification which was released, there are few things which you have to keep in mind. The most important thing is the date. The time period which has been released by SBI is between 2nd and 4th. You have to finish off your registration part. Between 2nd April to 22nd April, you have to finish off your registration part. And once you are done with the registration, you will be having your exam on any of this date. And it can be on any date depending on the decision which SBI team takes up. And once you finish with your prelims exam, you have to wait for almost 20 days and then you will be given the results of prelims. That is, the results of prelims will be announced in first week of July. After the declaration of results, you will be given a time period of 2 weeks and then you have to appear for your main exam, which will be conducted on 20th July 2019. And from there on, again you have to wait for some time. That is, in the 3rd week of August, you will be given the results of your mains, and then in the month of September, you will be taken to the process of group exercise and interview, and in the 2nd week of October, you will be given the final result. And based on the name which the SBI releases, if you are in the top list, you will be selected as SBI PO. You will be selected into SBI PO. Now let us look at the fee structure. If you are from SC/ST, the fees is 125, and if you are from general category, the fees is 750. And the most important part of this notification is the number of vacancies. The number of vacancies which SBI has released is 2,000. And if you see the number of vacancies for general categories, 8. And this is something which a majority of the students have to keep in mind. And the eligibility criteria is the minimum graduation degree you should have, or either if you are in your last year of your graduation, you can appear for this exam. And the age limit is between 21 to 30. Now, let me talk about the different processes which SBI PO takes off. The phase 1 is the prelim phase, and phase 2 is your mains, and phase 3 is group exercise and interview. Now, let me take you deep into what is this phase 1, what is this phase 2, and what is this phase 3. Phase 1 is the preliminary examination, and the mode of conduct is online. And if you look at over here, the number of questions for this phase 1 examination is 100, and number of marks is 100, and the total time allotted is 1 hour. The important point which you have to remember over here is there are 3 sections, and each section has got a time limit of 20, 20, 20. By this, what I mean is, after 20 minutes of your English language, you move into quantitative aptitude, and from there on, again, you move into reasoning ability. And within 1 hour, you will finish off all the 100 questions. And once you clear with this prelims, you will be called for mains examination. The mains examination, which will be conducted on 20th of July, which we have read it in previous slides. Alright, and again, the important point to note here is the mode of conduct is online, and there are two tests in this mains examination. One is objective test, and second one is your descriptive test. Objective test again will have 155 questions ranging from different sections. The important point which you have to again remember over here is we have got general awareness added in this mains examination, and computer aptitude, for which you require more special level of practice and learning about the different things. And remind you again, there is a time limit of only 15 days between the result declaration and your main exam. Only 15 days. You have to be pretty clear. If you are pretty confident about clearing your prelims, then you can start preparing for this exam, these special things immediately after your prelims. And once you're done with your objective test, you move on to descriptive test, which is for 30 minutes, and here you'll be given asked to write essay and letter, and the total marks allotted for this is 50. After your once you're done with your mains, and if you clear mains, you will be called for the phase 3, which is group exercise and interview. Group exercise and interview is mostly based on your activity and your involvement, and how good you are with your communication skills and what you have done in your life, so that you can portray and show SBI as you are a capable candidate as for SBI PO. And once you clear this, you will be selected as SBI PO officer. Now, the important point which I have not discussed in previous slides is the penalty which is given if you do any mistake in your exam. That is, now we have seen completely about SBI PO, what are the different phases in it. Now we'll look at the cutoff which was in the previous year. Cutoff in previous year for general category was 56.75, that is for prelims. So somewhere, and in last previous year it was 56.75. So this year you can expect somewhere to be in between 54 to 60. So every year it varies somewhere in between 54 to 60. So this year also it is expected that somewhere it will be between 54 to 60. And for the mains, for the main examination to minimum marks required to appear for GPA is 93.10. That was in 2018. So again in this year also you can expect somewhere in between 90 to 95. And for group exercise and personal interview, last year it was 20. So again it is expected that it will be somewhere in between 17 to 22, plus 3 minus 3, that will be the range generally that happens. And after normalization, the final score for general category it was 50.79 out of 100. So again this year also it will be somewhere in between 45 to 55. Now we have seen the cutoff for mains as well as for prelims. Now we'll see the syllabus which is required to be covered to clear this exam.